Thank you for joining me for the Apps and Young Users Warnings and Safeguards presentation. I am Katrina Prather. Today, our digital society is changing very rapidly. There are over 50% of all teenagers who say that they are currently online almost constantly. This startling rate is up approximately 24% from only 10 years ago. Our world is changing quickly. 73% of all teenagers say they go on YouTube daily. This makes YouTube the most widely used visited platform. We need to pay attention to these stats and focus on our children. Most teens are using social media on their cell phones. They are saying that they are constantly on these devices. I know sitting in this room today, including myself, we have teenagers and we see them walking around, not even looking up from those devices that they have in their hands. Many times I say, you have the world at the palm of your hands, but what are they doing with these devices? We must pay attention. There are three applications that I will be speaking to you about today. Yes, there are others, but these are of particular interest because there are some alarming things that are happening surrounding these apps in today's news, and we will get to that shortly. The first of the apps that I want to speak about is Discord. Discord describes itself as a voice, video, and text communication platform that is used by over 200 million people to hang out and play games with their friends. Discord also has its own vocabulary. Listen to your children when they talk. Notice that their language is different than our language. Some of this may be coming from apps like Discord who have incorporated their own vocabulary. Second of the apps I want to speak about today is Kik. Kik describes itself as an iOS and Android app that lets you connect with friends and groups all over and around the world through messaging, chatting, and live streaming. Last but not least, I want to speak about Roblox. I remember when my children were 7 and 8 and they were talking about Roblox. Oh, look at this game, Roblox. Well, that was a long time ago. However, Roblox is making a comeback. And Roblox explains itself as being the ultimate virtual universe that lets you create and share experiences with friends and be anything you can imagine. Listening to these descriptions, this should raise an alarm to us, even if not just to pay closer attention to what our children are doing on these apps. They say that you can join millions of other people and discover the infinite variety of immersive experiences by creating a global community. Because of apps like this, I looked into South Carolina's legislation and I found the Honorable Alan Wilson, who is South Carolina's Attorney General. You can see here are a couple of ways to reach the Attorney General. You can reach him by mail and you can reach him via the website that's listed here, www.sgag.gov, or you can dial the number there. Why might you want to reach out to your Attorney General? Here are a few reasons. Carolina's Attorney General Wilson has fought for our children. He has encompassed legislative initiatives. He has collaborated with other states to combat digital dangers. And on the link listed here, you can see that he has joined together arm in arm with attorney generals from all over our nation to fight for our children, to tighten the laws and legislations that are out there concerning digital media. He has even been a part of a multi-state lawsuit against Meta. He also is a leader of a coalition that is seeking stricter AI manipulative regulations. What is this, you might say? Well, some of the individuals that are out there on the internet are not out for good. And if our children are placing photos, inappropriately so, on the internet, AI has a way to manipulate these photos to make them appear as if they are doing something that they are not actually doing. He is fighting against this. As all of us in this room, Attorney General Wilson is a parent. He is a father, and these are his words. As technology evolves, so do the dangers our kids face. We must act swiftly to close legal loopholes and give law enforcement the tools needed to combat these horrific crimes. You may be wondering, what are some of these horrific crimes that have occurred? The app Discord has possible risks that could be exploited by extremist groups. These groups could be targeting our minors. They could be exposed to harmful content. Kik also has similar risks that are involved. They have anonymity, which allows predators to contact minors more easily. There is extreme lack of parental controls and age verification on this app. One scary thing about Roblox is that the users can create games, but inside of these games, they can import inappropriate content. The in-game chat can also be exploited by predators. Some of the horrific crimes that Attorney General Wilson spoke of are listed in the next several slides. I will make sure that you get this presentation emailed to you so that in the privacy of your own home, you can look through these news articles in detail. But a few disturbing articles concerning Discord, we found that children are being lured, they are being trafficked. Also, there are people that are being charged for extorting our children sexually and eliciting explicit materials from them. Kik has similar startling articles. There are victims that are being sought if you've been victimized through the app Kik. Also, it's not specified to a certain gender. There are men and women who are being imprisoned for child pornography as listed here in this particular article. Lastly, these news articles from Roblox do give a ray of hope. What do I mean by that? People are being found. They're being caught. They're being sentenced for sexual crimes of minors. It is happening all over. They are catching them, but the scary thing is it's happening right now. Focus on this pyramid. Let's look at the bottom at the base of the pyramid. Notice that open communication is something that we need to seek to have with our children. The more open our communication is with our children, as you move up the pyramid and start setting these boundaries for the children, they will be more receptive of these things and they can actually feel your genuine concern for them. Then you need to make sure you have good parental monitoring tools involved. As I close my presentation, I would be remiss if I did not leave you with a few parental monitoring tools. Feel free to go to the Consumer Advocate website to look at these things, but I've highlighted with the fire symbol there, I've highlighted the top two that they recommend, Bark and Aura. You can look at these. They are price friendly. We know that the economy is fill in the blank there. Yes, we are all trying to stay afloat these days, so we could use a little help on the side of pricing while we are protecting our children. Well, please take time. Remember, I will forward this link to you so that you can have access to all of the links, all the articles, and maybe you can even start that open communication or further that open communication with your teens as you share some of the things that are here in this particular presentation. Well, this is the end of the presentation, and I was so happy to share this information with you. Hopefully, there's something here that you can use. Thank you for your time.